Well, good morning. Welcome to our solo walk. There's our solo this morning. Say good morning, solo. There's my boy. Anyway, just thought I'd come out this morning. We've been sitting out here. It's a beautiful morning. First snowfall that stayed here this morning. Just a little dusting. But I've been just the last couple of days and that we've been just talking with my wife and about questions and answers and statements you hear. And my wife said a quote from somebody. I can't remember who it was, but would you rather have questions you can't answer, or would you have answers you can't question? And that's what's kind of going through my head and thoughts is questions and answers and statements. You hear people with questions, people starting to question things a little bit, but are they really questioning anything other than what they've been programmed to question? And that because so very few you hear question what's, in my view, really going on. Yeah, they question the politics, they question the economy, and they question society. But the when an answer comes to a question that's just on the edge of their perception of what's going on, and on the the peripheral of the box they're in, because most people only question from the box they're in, from the program. And when an answer comes that's not inside of that box, not part of the program that they've built their lives around, their being around, if that answer isn't within that box, it's immediately thrown out and called for that it's wrong right away, without even giving it any true thought, critical thought, because it's not within my program, it's not within my box, so therefore it's wrong. So we have been so programmed to think in certain ways, each one of us, and not look at what's happening from within that box. If the answer doesn't correspond with what I already believe, it's just wrong. It's woo-woo, it's blasphemy, it's whatever, and it's such a shame that we can't be open-minded enough to look at things from all different angles. And, you know, you look around at all the different Western countries, you know, you look at Canada, you look at the UK, you look at all the European countries and our governmental systems, if you want to give them a name, they're all a bunch of parasites. But if you look at them, they've all come with the same message that you can't question the narrative, you can't question their policies. They're all coming out with all these different censorship laws and regulations and stuff, and that they gotta squelch the misinformation and disinformation that's a threat to democracies. Well, I think people questioning and seeking answers is the answer to democracy. But that being said, it's time to really use that discernment that is within each one of you to critically think about everything, question everything. There goes the ear flop. But to question it all, it's the more that these systems try to put their foot down over your throat when it comes to questioning, when it comes to seeing through their lies and their deceit. You know, it's just so strange to me that we so willingly take those answers that they have given us and take that as the truth and as the way it is. Oh, you know, it's kind of like this fresh snowfall. You know, you look around, you see the beautiful snow, you know, all around. It's so nice and white. It covers all the dirt and all the dead leaves. Looks like a nice fresh start. And that's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like our government system, say, or the new prime minister, or the new president, or the new leader comes in, and you get all these new stories that cover up all the dirt and the filth from the last one. And it's a nice white covering, and everybody, oh, isn't that pretty? But as you things start to heat up, and you start to question them a little bit, and that nice white covering starts to dissipate, and the dead leaves and the dirt starts to show up through that nice white covering. And you realize that dead leaves, that dirt, that filth that's underneath that beautiful white covering is still there, and it's just a covering over top of it, and that the once it dissipates and melts off and dries out, that fire hazard's still there. And that, yeah. So yeah, it's just that you hear so many people making so many statements, you know, this way, that way, the other way. I can't make any statement other than it's up to you what you allow into your system. It's up to you what you believe, what you take as truth. It's up to you to realize the real lies, because it's so much deceit from the parasites that think they're at the top. Just continual covering of the real story behind them. So yeah, as they come at us with their censorship and their controls, question it. And like I said, I'd sooner have a question that I cannot answer than answers that I cannot question. And I question all their friggin' answers from all the institutions, all these parasitic institutions, governments, religions, societal norms, all this stuff. Question it. You come up with the answer. You allow yourself to see. Quit letting them tell you what you see, because you are the one in charge of your thoughts, your perceptions, your reality. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Just know that you are the one with the power. Because if you didn't have the power, these parasites wouldn't be spending so much effort trying to control you. Anyway, know you're loved. Know you are more than what you've been told. Give your loved ones a hug. Tell them they're loved. Tell them they're more than what they've been told. Look at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself you got this. You are a mighty, powerful being. Be blessed. Have a great day. Know you're loved. Nothing at you here. Bye-bye.